Itachi Shinden Part 4. For although the Great War is over, we cannot yet say that the world is now totally at peace. Even now, there are those who struggle through difficult days because of the sad incident of 2 years past. So how do we break this down? As young ninja, this isn't someone else's problem. Today, we take our first step on the path of the ninja. In this chaotic world, it is most certainly not a peaceful path. But despite this, we vow it here. Ninja are precisely those who dare to advance down a difficult path. Ninja are those who push forward and endure. Using everything we have learned at the academy, we will fulfill our duties as ninja of Konoha. Itachi read the scroll in a sonorous voice before slowly rolling it back up. And then he turned his gaze out over the sea of graduates and current students, guardians, and teachers, below him. Valedictorian, Uchiha Itachi. His grades had all been nothing but perfect from the day he started school until his graduation. He had passed the graduation exam in his 4th month at school. Although there had been some exceptional graduates during the urgent days of the Great War, such as Heitake Kakashi, Itachi was the youngest post-war graduate and valedictorian. And thus, the curtain fell on his school days. There had apparently been all kinds of quarreling among the teachers about Itachi reading the formal reply as the valedictorian. The majority of the graduates were 12 years old. There were some who, like Itachi, had managed excellent grades and were younger graduates, but at 7, Itachi was indeed far too young. Even if he did have the grades, the thinking, and the ninja skills far beyond his 7 years, there was concern that he was simply too immature to hold up before the other graduates. And there was one more thing. There were complaints about the fact that Itachi had been born into the Uchiha clan, mainly from the teachers with lineages connected to the Senju clan. In the end, however, they bowed before his overwhelming abilities and grades, and the way he excelled in all things, despite the issue of his age and the prejudice toward the Uchihas. There could be no other valedictorian. Itachi walked through the schoolyard, petals of sakura blossoms fluttering through the air. Before him were 3 people. His father, mouth pulled down at the corners despite the felicitous nature of the occasion. His mother, smiling gently to greet him from the other side of his father. And his baby brother, whose recent mastery of his ability to walk delighted him to no end. His family. Spotting his big brother in the throngs of people coming and going, Sasuke opened his adorable round eyes wide. "Itae," he cried in a clear voice. Their mother told him to call his big brother Itachi, but he still couldn't talk properly, so that turned into Ida. And seeing his little brother calling out so happily and tottering toward him, Itachi felt something overwhelming. He adores me unconditionally. And as his older brother, Itachi had to protect Sasuke unconditionally. His mother followed along behind the baby in his tottering steps and bright smile, hands outstretched to catch him. "Be careful, Sasuke," he called, calmly. And then Sasuke disappeared from his field of view. Someone stood between them, blocking his view. A man, a dark man. Itachi couldn't exactly put into words just what was dark about this man. Basically, everything about him was dark. "Are you Uchiha Itachi?" the man asked, looking down on him. The right side of his face was covered by bandages. He was clad in black, but his arm from his left shoulder was exposed, revealing the white robe he wore underneath. His left eye alone glared at Itachi. "I see," unflinchingly, Itachi met the gaze of the man clouded in a sinister aura. Behind him, his mother grabbed the shoulders of Sasuke, as the baby attempted to continue his stroll. "You are the bearer of bad luck." "Bad luck? They call chaos, those lines," the man said, pointing at the lines running from Itachi's eyes down his cheeks. "Chaos will follow you throughout your life. The stain of a single drop falling on a clear day." Who exactly was this man? "I have a question for the most talented genius ever to grace the halls of the academy." Itachi silently waited for the man to continue. 10 of our brethren have been shipwrecked. One of them has caught a nasty, infectious disease. If he is allowed to live, the other 9 will also get sick and die. If you were the captain of that ship, what judgment would you hand down? The question of why the man would ask Itachi something like that when they were meeting for the first time flitted through his mind. But in the next instant, he was offering a response, his own thoughts in simple words. "No matter what happens, the one who is sick is destined to die. If I were the captain, I would think that my first priority would be to save the lives of the other 9. I would choose to kill the one and save the 9. A bold smile crossed the man's face. A very unambiguous response. He moved toward Itachi. "I look forward to the day we meet again," he almost whispered as he passed the boy. Itachi felt the malicious echo sully his heart with darkness. Itachi, his mother came racing over, Sasuke in her arms. What did he say? His father asked, having come chasing after his mother at some point. Nothing important. Oh, really, his father said, turning his eyes on the man's departing back. Who is he? Shimura Danzo. He's a close aide of the third. A dark shadow lurked in Fugaku's voice as he answered Itachi. Chaos will follow you throughout your life. The words Danzo left lingering in the air became sharp thorns and pierced Itachi's heart. Placing a hand on his aching chest, Itachi stared at the man's back as he walked away, until... So this is the end for Itachi Shinden Chapter 1. Chapter 2 will come on Tuesday, May 4.